Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another pick a card reading where we're going to see what you should release. This is basically going to sort of give you a heads up of what in your life you need to focus on healing in order to move past that and grow as an individual, grow on your path, raise your vibration, whatever it may be that you are looking to do. So we have 4 groups today. You can choose group 1, group 2, group 3, or group 4. You can pause the video if you need some more time. Just go with your instinct and whatever number attracts to you or pops in your head. And we're going to go ahead and get started with group number 1. Okay, hello group 1. So this is going to be what you need to release. So I'm going to lay down your cards and read them for you. Okay. I think you are already in the process. I feel like I've gotten almost these same exact cards before for one of my pick a cards. And it might be you who keeps choosing them. So these are for you. I see that you're going through a transition. I think you've already started working on yourself and you're just sort of like not really sure where to go now. So we have this rebirth card, which means you're going through that transition. You've maybe become a different person, released old habits already, picking up new, better habits that are better for your highest good. But you also have this struggle card right here. And so I think maybe you are struggling with really going within and working on something that this might be something that you thought you've already worked on, but with all these energy shifts it's gonna keep bringing up old stuff in order for us to be able to really clear it out. So I think old problems or habits or something like a state of mind is gonna sort of pop up and you're like, oh, I thought I did that already. I thought I cleared that. But I think what you're just going to want to do is keep doing what you're doing and just keep working on your inner self and meditating. And don't be afraid to face these things head on. Don't tiptoe around them, because you're on this path and this path is going to bring you to a happiness, but you're just kind of struggling right now. Like, you keep doing these things, meditating, working on yourself, maybe kicking old habits, and you just sort of keep looping around. And you're not seeing progress, but the progress is within. And your mindset is slowly shifting. And I think that's what you're sort of struggling on, and what you should release is just know that your work, your inner work is working, and it's not for nothing. And I feel like you're just sort of concentrating on the result when you should be concentrating on this journey that you are doing right here, right now. Focus on the now and the process and not the end result. And so we've also got, I've got a few oracle cards. We've got the mystery. I'm going to go ahead and read this for you because this is a new deck. This marker directs you into the unknowable mystery of your journey. It is the sacred place where all things are created but not yet formed. It points the way to pure power and potential, which meets the magic of intention. It tells you that the magical, unknowable forces of destiny and fate are working in your life. The forces that you can never fully understand or control are indeed weaving their magic around you to help you fulfill your true purpose. There is, however, a warning to be humble here. The mystery reveals itself only when it chooses, and not when or how you demand. The cosmic law operate here outside of time and space, outside of human influence and intellect. Only hindsight will reveal their patterns. Only total trust and the deepest faith can be your allies when the mystery appears as a sacred journey marker on your path. Sometimes it may seem as if you're going backwards, but truly, if you look at a spiral, it goes up, back, and around, reaching upward. Although it may seem for a time that you are not, you are indeed progressing. Trust the mystery and keep going. For now, trust that the thread of your life is woven into the pattern of the mystery with beauty, grace, strength, and purpose. This marker is an auspicious and profound omen that shows you that you are on the correct path. So that's crazy because that's basically exactly what I just told you. So I think what you need to release is this almost this fear of an uncertainty that you're thinking you're not really on the right path because you're not seeing things progress in the way you think they're supposed to be. But they are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Don't worry about it. You're on the right path. Just release all of that, almost like an anxiety. Because you keep spiraling back, or it may seem like you keep spiraling back because you are getting rid of that old karma and like learning lessons and truly moving past it. It takes like a few sweeps in order to really move past it. You can't just fix yourself by going to one therapy session. And if you do, you're incredibly magical. So, yeah, I think that you just need to release that that idea and mindset that you're really struggling and not seeing results. Focus on the now, not on the result. And so I also have a few oracle cards to help you during this release. So you received the ocean. The deep blue sea sparks your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. And we've also got some goddess guidance. You got Freya, I believe that's how you say it. Bold, unleash your adventurous side, take risks, and be daring. So don't be afraid to pursue the things that you want to pursue because you're not seeing a specific result. Don't wait for it. Be it and do it. So I hope that reading resonated with you, group number 1. Thank you for tuning in. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can go to ambersaura.com. Just recently created a website, and the link will be in the description below as well. And we are going to move on to group number 2. What is it that you need to release in order to heal and help you move forward at this point in your life? So I'm going to place down your cards. Okay. When I was drawing these cards, I did feel like there was like a block, almost like you hold yourself back from experiencing joy, and then this card popped out, celebration card, which I thought was a bit of a confirmation. So let's see. Yeah, I just think you really are like guarded. Excuse me. You really guard yourself, almost like like think of this as you, and people are coming near you and you're like, oh, who are you? Back up a little bit. And you don't really let yourself go, and you don't really like live in the moment, and you're always trying to think of the future and planning and like, okay, I gotta be here at this time, I gotta do this, I don't have time for this playtime because I have to do this in order to get this put to this place by this certain time. And this is really blocking you. So I think you really just need to release those walls and allow people and animals and loving energy to come into your life. Like, I feel like you feel like you don't have time for it. Like, you're too busy and you're concentrated on work or something that's really consuming all of your time. And this is not allowing you to heal. You really need to take time for yourself. This is very important. So I think you really need to work on releasing and know that you are protected. You don't have to guard yourself mentally, emotionally, physically all the time. There are people around you that you can trust, and allow yourself to trust them. Allow yourself to get lost in the moment and really enjoy. And just release those walls, release them. And then when you do that and you allow all of these great things to come into your life, you're going to see a big shift in the way that you perceive and live moment to moment. And so here we got a few oracle cards. You got the deer, gentleness and diplomacy, and you've got a little deer right here too. So that might be a symbol that keeps popping up in your life. And it's number 22. You might also see 22. So I'm going to read this out of the book. When a deer appears, it's a reminder for you to step gently on the path, for you're walking into a time when gentle moments and diplomacy are required. The deer's strength is in this quality. Make it your own, and know that your steps are successfully assured. It's important that you be gentle with yourself as well, for you may be heading into a period where you're unsure of your footing, or just coming out of a difficult situation. Blend your personal energy with the deer's energy of gentleness and diplomacy. Walk softly, and the way forward will be smooth. And remember, never mistake gentleness for weakness in yourself or others. So you might see letting your guard down and letting other people as a form of weakness, but it's it's not. It's actually takes a lot of strength to be able to let people in and allow yourself to feel emotions. Because a lot of us are very closed off and we just don't want to get hurt, but you can never feel and experience the way you're supposed to if you're always blocking yourself off. And so we've also got a few other oracle cards for extra guidance. You received joy. Joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible level. So again, really allowing yourself. And this is what I kept hearing when I was meditating on my cards, and before pulling any cards, I heard joy over and over, joy. So I really think that you need to release these walls and this old mindset of thinking that you can't enjoy yourself, that you can't enjoy the little things, that you don't have time for them, because you do. And you also received Mother Mary. Expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So this is a little bit of a don't worry card. It's coming. Don't stress yourself out about it. You're on the right path. You're where you should be, and things are going to work out exactly the way they are supposed to, when they are supposed to. So I hope that reading resonated with you, group number 2. If you would like a personal reading, you can head over to my website, ambersaura.com. The link will be in the description below. And thank you for tuning in, and much love. And now we're on to group number 3. Hello, group number 3. So what you need to release. So before I pulled any cards for you, I was meditating a little bit and seeing what I could pick up on, and I felt that was weird, that you were really consumed with other people, that you were not focusing on yourself as much as you focus on other people. And take this as you will, and then this card popped out, the jealousy card, and I was like, okay, so that might be what is kind of happening in your life. You might be really focusing on others right now and sort of comparing yourself. You might be talking a little bit of crap to other people about other people who you're jealous of. Don't get me wrong, we all have jealousies, but it's important to just sort of, when you feel those feelings of jealousy, look within and think, okay, so why am I jealous of this person? Why is this sparking this emotion in me? And you sort of gotta look within and sort of go step by step, like, okay, they're doing this and I'm doing this, and this is what I want to be doing, and they're reminding me of that, and that I'm not there yet, type of thing. So I think that you really have to release that. It's like you're kind of on guard all the time, like what? This person is doing this? That's not fair. Like, I want to be doing that. And you can be doing that. You just have to go for it. You just have to trust yourself and follow your passions and follow your dreams and sort of spread your wings and fly. Stop worrying about what other people are doing and worrying about what you're doing and how you're working towards that. What are you putting in? Every day, take a couple minutes a day, in the morning, in the evening, whenever you can, and put that time towards your goal. What do you want to do? Do you want to go on a big trip? Out of every paycheck, take a certain amount of money, save it. Don't touch it until you have enough to go on that trip. Keep trying to manifest what you want. Work by working on it. Manifestations don't just happen like that because you want them. You have to work on them. You have to visualize them every day. You need to put in the work. So I think you have to release your comparison and even any focus on anybody else and redirect that on yourself and what you would like. And so we've got a, this is very fitting. Number 8, we've got Lady of the Lake, absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. So I'm going to read this out of the book for you. The Lady of the Lake represents the highest order of respect for yourself and the manner in which you operate within the world around you. She is the harsher element of truth, where denial is swept away by a tidal wave of events. In the ancient legend of Avalon, the Lady of the Lake presented Merlin with a sword of truth, which had been claimed by Arthur, who became High King of Britain. The magic that welded his metal was fired by the will of the goddess. Consequently, the Lady of the Lake appears. She demands nothing short of total truth and integrity. And she asks you be mindful of all the signs, signals, and omens that present themselves to you. This is not the time to second guess. If a signal appears, be assured that a challenge has been presented. Moving forward without acknowledgement of the challenge will result in unnecessary difficulties. If the signal is to move, she pushes you to act. Do so, for a victory is imminent. Regardless of your question, the message is to take care when the Lady of the Lake appears, as serious business is at stake. The lady reminds you of your personal responsibility in shaping your reality and its consequences. Seek the sword of truth within yourself, and great success will be yours. Have courage, for when the lady appears, the strength of Avalon is behind you in support of your quest for wholeness and abundance. So you are, anything you want to pursue and you feel that spark of passion, you're going to be protected and guided towards that, because that is part of your purpose. And focusing on others is deterring you from that, because you're concentrating on what you don't have instead of what you will have. So when you manifesting, you have to act and think as if you're already there, you already have it, and the universe will provide it. And we have a couple oracle cards for you for extra guidance. We have giving and receiving. The entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. So you really got to find that balance, that inner balance, and I think focusing on yourself and not others is really going to help you find that balance. And we also have a goddess guidance. Nematona, sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. And this just might be connecting with yourself, your inner self, your higher self. Pamper yourself. Meditate, show yourself love, tell yourself you love yourself every day, and really work on you and what you want. And I hope that reading resonated with you. Group number 3. If you would like a personal reading, you can go to ambersaura.com, and the link will be in the description below. And thank you for tuning in, and much love. And now we are going to move on to last but not least group number 4. What is it that you need to release in order to move forward at this time in your life? This could be anything in your life. It could be your path. It could be anything you're personally experiencing. It could be spiritual acceleration or an upliftment. Take it as it resonates and take only what resonates. Okay, so a lot of cards came out for you. And we're gonna, for some reason, I think it was this group, when I was shuffling, I kept hearing copper, like copper. I was like, what does that mean, copper? So if that resonates with anyone, please let me know. I heard copper and then heard mother, and I don't know what that means. Okay, so yeah, you guys got a lot of cards, even a lot of oracle cards. Okay, so what do you need to let go? I feel like I'm drawn to this. I feel like you feel like you have a responsibility to a specific person. And this person is holding you back. So this might be a friend. This might be a lover, a current lover. This might even be a family member. But this person is not very good for you. Like, I feel like they break you down. And it keeps you in this state of almost like a sadness, and like you're doing so much for them and you're not sure why they keep acting and reacting like this to you. And this is a sign that it's time to release them. You're going to need to make a decision on whether you want to continue this cycle, or you're just going to have to release this person, mourn for the relationship, and move on, because they're sort of like putting out your spark for life. So this card right here, they're making you feel like this guy, he's like struggling and he has all this weight on himself that doesn't need to be there. And I think you need to release this. You're going to have to really go within to find answers. I can't tell you what to do. You have free will as a human being, and you make all of your decisions. And if you feel that you're not ready, then that's what you're going to decide. And nobody can tell you otherwise. You have to make the final decision. And it's only up to you. And if it feels right, do it. If not, you might have a little bit more in your lesson with that relationship to learn. Or this might just be a time of reflection in order to really have a heart-to-heart with this person, see what they feel like, and make your decision from there. I just feel like you've got this decision to make, which makes sense why this came out. But there's going to be a mourning period, either for making the decision to not really contact this person, and if this is your family member and there's no way you can never not see them, then keep connections to a absolute minimum and don't give in to their negativity. And when they say something negative, just let it roll off your back. Pretty soon it won't affect you anymore. So just really go within, make that decision about releasing this person. I feel like it's a person. And so we've got a few other cards. You received the High Priestess, 2, discernment, prescience, prophecy, vision. So I'm going to read this one first because actually 2 came out of this deck. Clear my throat. Intuition, prescient. I'm sorry, I've never seen this word. Sight. Higher knowledge, receptivity, the ability to work with subtle energies of spirit, and the psychic power of the feminine. These are the aspects of the High Priestess of Avalon. When the High Priestess appears before you, she asks you to trust your intuition and throw your net of your awareness out into the world around you, pulling in truths that may defy your intellect, rational mind, or what others wish to falsely or superficially portray. Go beyond the ordinary, past the chaos of modern life, and trust your inner vision to guide you on your path. Pay attention to your dreams and keep track of your intuitive hunches, for when the High Priestess appears, she asks you to look for the thread of truth in these places. Be discerning in all that you do at this time, for the High Priestess reminds you that not all is as it seems to be. However, don't take this world personally. Rise above it and ask for a true vision to see the path ahead. You will be given this vision. All you need to do is ask the goddess, and be open to receiving it. The High Priestess reminds you of the feminine principle of receptivity, gathering power by receiving information and waiting for others to act first. Allow the world to show you its intentions. The goddess blesses and protects you when the High Priestess of Avalon appears on your path. So you might even be an empath, and maybe that's what's burdening you, because you can feel this other person's feelings, and you're sort of taking them on as your own. But that's still holding you back because you're holding on to those, and they're not yours. And you also received the Queen, woman, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, friendships. So let me read this one for you. Fertility, beauty, female, sexual energy, earthly pleasures, and friendships among women. The Queen summons you to bestow her gifts upon you so that you can revel in the beauty of life. The Queen appears to remind you of the importance of self-esteem, self-worth, and holding your head high. Now is the time to set boundaries with others with gentle authority, yet try not to be isolated from them in the process. The Queen knows how to delegate authority when she needs to. Summon your inner Queen and ask for what you need. The Queen also asks whether you're having fun. Maybe you need to read a good book with a cup of cocoa, go to a spa, make plans with your pals. Look after yourself and remember to nurture your friendships. The Queen knows that she needs allies in the world to sustain her, and in return, she shares her wealth with you. If you're inquiring about a specific female and your relationship to her, the Queen stands to represent her, which will bode well or not so well, depending on which other cards flank her. This card also represents pregnancy, either as a metaphor or as the true miracle of life itself. The Queen is also is always a powerful omen and ally. So this might be for some of you and not for others. Remember, take what resonates. So we've got some other oracle cards. We've got blessing in disguise. What appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer. You'll understand the reasons behind your present situation as everything resolves. Trust in heavens, or whatever you believe in, protection, and infinite wisdom to answer your prayers in the best way. And you got Irene, peace. There is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. Which is kind of exactly like this, blessings in disguise. So don't beat yourself up about being where you are right now and how you got to this point, because you're here for a reason in this point of your life, and it's to learn a specific lesson, and that might be to hone your own powers, maybe your psychic powers, your empath abilities. So this might be what sort of kickstarts you into looking into all that and really working on yourself. And it all starts somewhere. And we really all have to experience trauma in order to grow and find ourselves and be able to basically, grow as a person. So if we go through life and nothing bad ever happens to us, or we just live in this bubble, we're not going to progress as a person. There's no way we could, because you don't know anything other than that perfect little bubble, and there's nothing that pushes you forward into growing as a person. So I hope that reading resonated with you. If you would like a personal reading, you can go to my website, ambersaura.com. The link will be in the description below. I thank you so much for tuning in. Much love, and goodbye.